my soul in his hands. And there's many oaths that he made that way, but the majority of them were not that. He would say wallahi or something similar to what we would say. But whenever he said that, there was always a good reason for it, and the attached oath would have some significance that I'm going through the ahadith and sharing with you some of these ahadith so we can listen to them. And in this hadith, he would start out by saying, وَالَّذِي نَفْسُ مُحَمَّدٍ بِيَدِهِ لَا تَقُومُ السَّاعَةُ حَتَّى يؤتمن الخائن ويخون الأمين وحتى يظهر الفحش والتفحش وقطيعة الأرحام وسوء الجوار. And I talked about this last week or Sunday. He would continue عليه الصلاة والسلام and say, وَالَّذِي نَفْسُ مُحَمَّدٍ بِيَدِهِ إن مثل المؤمن كمثل القطعة من الذهب نفخ عليها صاحبها فلم تغير ولم تنقص. So you say, عليه الصلاة والسلام, I swear to you by the one who has my soul in his hands, that the example of a mu'min is the example of a piece of gold. The owner of the piece of gold would blow on it to get rid of whatever dust or that is stuck to it. It sits there for a while, it accumulates dust and maybe some stains or filth of some sort. The owner just blows on it and the dust and the filth goes flying, and the gold self stays gold, and it doesn't change. It doesn't decrease in value. It doesn't decrease in. It stays the same. And Allah, the Prophet ﷺ is saying, he's swearing ﷺ, that the mu'min is like that. That yes, the mu'min will go in times of there'll be a drought or within his relationship or some degree of loss, or he'll make a mistake or he'll go astray a bit. But that gold, that is his iman, is still there. And all he has to do is just polish it a bit. Polish it, it'll come back. It'll come back even better. And the beauty of this example that he gave alayhi salatu wasalam is a reminder for you that no matter how far you go astray, how far you fall off the path, that if that iman is still there, then that is gold. And you just need to polish it off a bit, and you can come back. You can repent to come back and be better than you ever were before, equally to how you were before. And this is something that is extremely uplifting for us, because we often feel that we've made so many mistakes, and it's been so long that there's no point of even thinking about this. But alayhi salatu wasalam, he sees the mu'min, he says it's like a piece of gold. ثم قال والذي نفس محمد بيده إن مثل المؤمن كمثل النحلة لا تأكل إلا طيبا ولا تضع إلا طيبا وإذا وقعت لم تكسر ولم تفسد. And this is even a nicer example. He swears alayhi salatu wasalam that the mu'min is like a bee, like a bumblebee. It only takes that which is tayyib, which is pure and beautiful. Like, it does not eat garbage, it doesn't eat feces, it takes that which is sweet, which is beautiful and pure. And what it produces is always beautiful and pure. And once it dies and it falls, once it finally comes to its end, it falls. It doesn't break anything, and doesn't get rotten and cause a mess. A bee, that's what a bee is only. We've killed them all, I think. Is there any bees left? I think we've killed all the bees. I don't think there's any of them left.
Maybe some.
Maybe a few bees, and we've managed to even murder the bees. The ones that we need. We know today that we actually, the biodiversity that exists in the world would not exist without the bees, and we wouldn't survive without them. And they're the quietest workers. They take the tayyib, and they put tayyib, and then when they fall, they don't cause a mess. There's no mess. You don't need to clean up. There's nothing. They don't break anything. They don't rot. Khalas. This is how the Prophet ﷺ sees the mu'min. The mu'min only takes khair, only puts out khair, and when it's time to leave, he does not cause a fuss on the way out either. And that's his oath عليه الصلاة والسلام to you in terms of how he sees the believer. يروي الإمام أحمد في مسند بسند حسن عن عبد الله بن عمرو بن العاص رضي الله عنهما قال سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم يقول والذي نفس محمد بيده لا تقوم الساعة حتى يؤتمن الخائن ويخون الأمين وحتى يظهر الفحش والتفحش وقطيعة الأرحام وسوء الجوار والذي نفس محمد بيده إن مثل المؤمن كمثل القطعة من الذهب نفخ عليها صاحبها فلم تغير ولم تنقص والذي نفس محمد بيده إن مثل المؤمن كمثل النحلة لا تأكل إلا طيبا ولا تضع إلا طيبا وإذا وقعت لم تكسر ولم تفسد. صدق رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم.